Hold up. Yeah. Got it. We fucking get it.
I have no peripheral vision whatsoever.
Oh no! It got that. Wait. Is it too close to me? Why is it filming the whole thing? Wait, now I've moved it. I think we're live.
I'm looking.
Wait, I moved it towards me. I need to move it towards you.
Something's wrong.
No, something's not wrong. There's a lag. Now it's frozen over there.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
What if we're on? What if we're live?
Oh yeah.
Is that us? Oh, turn it down. Oh my God. You got to turn your volume down.
You might want to reorientate the camera there, bud.
No, it's good. Look. It's good on yours.
Oh, well, God.
We just got to wait for it to catch. We fucked up. We got to wait for it to catch up to know if you're in frame. Hey, what's up, Dark Judges, Desperados, and dudes in dick-shaped helmets? You're listening to Cursed Earth. You're watching Cursed Earth Radio, the one and only podcast live.
I don't think this is working.
Bringing
You're on LTE. Do you want to be on my Wi-Fi?
Your Wi-Fi code is 500 numbers. Your Wi-Fi code is like...
I can't tell what's going. They're just seeing this.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Your Wi-Fi code stinks. Hold on. Wait, we're got to get out of here. I don't know how to end it. Done. Redirecting to YouTube. Done. Get us out of here. In. Wait. No, I think we're still in. Here. Does it orientate? All right. Here we go.
God damn it. God damn it. All this for a dick joke.
What?
There. Are we live? What's that?
I don't know. You're the guy who's controlling it. What's up, Dark Judges?
No, we're not doing anything. Oh, wait, no. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wait, look, that's me doing that right now, isn't it? This is what you wanted, everybody.
Go do the fucking thing.
What's up, Dark Judges, Desperados, and dudes in dick-shaped helmets?
Oh, God, Chelsea's here.
You're watching Cursed Earth Radio, the one and only live video broadcast bringing dread to the dreadless.
Broadcasting outside the walls of Mega City 1 across the Black Atlantic in North America. I'm Cool Johnny Cool.
And this is Heavy Metal Kid. And we're live.
And we're sorry.
We're live. Look at us, man.
Don't look at us. Don't look directly into the wiener.
This is what you always ask for. Sorry we've been gone for so long, everybody.
This is your fault.
But we had to get this brand new video set up and get these wiener costumes so that we could bring you the most unorganized podcast ever. Now you've seen it, and this is it. This is what you've waited all these years
I'm
for.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. Keep talking. I'm trying to get us on the Facebook.
Oh,
page.
yeah. Go ahead and share it. This is cool. There's like 20 minutes of us fucking around.
Oh, my God. What a fucking mess.
Hey, look, everybody. We've been gone for quite a while. We apologize for that. Life gets in the way, you know?
And life finds a way.
Yeah,
God.
it does. And so it has.
Ridiculous.
This is your fault that we're hearing these wieners.
No, this is the public's fault.
Well, what happened?
I blame Jake Lynch and Jim Boswell.
Well, at some point during Halloween season,
Halloweener.
Cool Johnny Cool goes, they got wiener costumes at Target. And I said, does that mean we need to buy matching wiener costumes and wear them around? And he said, yes.
Yeah, you're so easily bent by suggestion.
I mean, when you wanted to do something anyway, you just need the right level of, just the right. I can't even look at you.
I know.
Oh.
Hey, SJS is in the chat.
All right. What's up? Yo, SJS is back?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Hey, that's Paul, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
We do have we have viewers. We have a couple. Hey, sorry, this is what we look like. What are you going to do?
My mom always said I had a face for radio.
Yes. She also told me I had a wiener for video.
I goddamn.
Yeah. How come yours fits so well around your face and mine doesn't?
I'm used to working with wieners.
I guess.
Jesus.
Oh.
So our absence, it's the longest absence we've had I have no fucking peripheral vision in this wiener. In the history of the podcast, I'm calling this season 2, episode 1.
Season 2, episode 1, Cursed Earth Radio. I like it.
We were gone, and it was all part of our plan.
Yep.
So Mac Anorak would step up and take over.
He didn't.
He did not.
He didn't do shit.
So this is Mac's fault.
Yeah, where's Mac been? And here's the other thing. I figured somebody in our absence would do a worse podcast, but it never happened either. No,
It doesn't. This is under the bottom.
it is.
Of
Yeah.
the barrel.
But hey, the good news is now when we talk about all kinds of cool stuff, you can actually have a look at it.
I'm sorry.
And I think we have some cool stuff to show off before we start. And let's get this out of the way too. We know we're behind. We missed a bunch of progs, which means we're not going to be catching up on all the progs today. We decided to go ahead and put priorities first. And we're going to talk about what we missed in Proteus Vex while we were gone.
And disappoint you with everything else.
And we also have plans to maybe do this live at an earlier time. So those of you who live in UK can tune in because we know that
fucking
you're
ridiculous.
lacking in wiener talk over there. So why don't you show off these things? Hey, and I've never seen these either. These things that you brought to show off. I've seen them here. I haven't gotten to look at them though. Look what we got.
It's fucking
Look what he
ridiculous.
got. I didn't get
So Hiya Toys finally came through. I did a little video on these in our absence.
Yes.
So there's Joe.
I was going to purchase these. I had them on pre-order, and then they kept getting pushed back and piling up.
There's your dude. He's got something's rattling in there.
And that is, I've wanted to hold this in my hands forever.
It's not the first time. Don't put that in your wiener.
Okay, well, just
Good
we'll look
Lord.
at it some more. I really need this fire, man. He looks so fucking good.
We willed that into existence.
This is a great looking Judge Fire figure, and I'll tell you what. As soon as we're done here, I'm gonna go order this Judge Fire.
There's your dude.
But these kept piling up in my cart over at Big Bad Toy Store, and I realized they were going to ship out all at once. And I'm on my 5th session of a $600 per session Judge Fear tattoo on my chest and belly. And
How did your wife feel about that, by the way?
she thinks I'm an idiot. But
She's a doctor. She would know.
yeah, she supports tattoos.
This is my favorite.
They tattooed inside my belly button today, Johnny.
That's
Inside of it. He goes, I'm gonna black out your belly button. I said, okay. And then he goes, I've only done one of these. And I was like, does that mean this is gonna hurt?
So did you say be gentle? It's my first time.
Yeah. And it wasn't as weird as I thought. Oh man, Judge.
We got a Judge Giant figure,
I
dude.
can't believe it. It's amazing.
And then of course Mortison said,
I'm excited about all these, but I have all of these except for Judge Giant in another form and Judge Fire. And I'm so fucking pumped about that Judge Fire. I'm gonna go order one tonight.
you should. I'd say do it now, but you forgot your laptop, so we're doing this on your phone.
Yeah, we should say that too. So I remembered everything I was supposed to remember. I brought my wiener. I brought some things that we were sent.
I brought my wiener.
I brought round
Fuck
one
outta
things
here.
we were sent because we were sent more than one thing.
We were sent more than one thing.
Yeah, I'll explain when we get there. But here's the thing. I forgot the computer, which is what we recorded.
So it's been a bit of a mess trying to get here.
First Earth Radio.
Like it'd be any different when we were video. Like it was gonna smooth the waters out.
It's true. Man, these look great. Hiya Toys rules. I was on the fence though, honestly. I was like, I got all these, but that Judge Fire is perfect. I'm gonna purchase that. Yeah. So those look good.
This doesn't. This
we
is
also-
fucking ridiculous.
I have hair everywhere.
I just on my face, dude.
We also got. How do they do it in Mega City One?
This?
Yeah.
They go to the cubes.
We're doing this forever, by the way. We discussed it.
No, we didn't discuss it. I asked a question and you gave me an emphatic answer.
We're never not doing wieners.
Welcome back to Cursed Earth Radio.
So a while ago, Johnny, my God, there's just hair everywhere. A while ago,
It's like the 80s.
yeah. I like that.
Can't see you.
A while ago, on because of our good work that we're doing here on Cursed Earth Radio, we were sent by our good friend Jim Boswell a little stack of progs because he said, and I brought the note, so go ahead and read that, and then we'll show.
Oh, it's over there. You're gonna have to wait.
Oh.
I'm pinned in.
Right, don't look at
Don't trip on the power board.
So Jim sent us this as we were complaining about digital progs. He said, "Yo, Thought you fellas could use some pure physical thrill power. Nope. And none of that digital shit. Cheers, Jim. And he sent us a stack of progs, which I'm guessing we will divide up and share.
Look at that, the real deal.
We got this guy.
That's from the Atlantis story.
Jim's cool as fuck, man. Isn't it cool to actually have creators who like to interact with the lowest of the low fans?
I'm still confused how we got here.
I mean, we're not doing anything quality. Yeah,
No,
he's still
no,
nice to us.
I think Jake and Jim are both doing community service. I'm still convinced it's community service.
Yeah. Maybe they're trying to get close enough to us so that they can shut our podcast down. Maybe that was Tharg's. You gotta befriend those boys and get rid of
They're
them.
sleeper agents.
Yeah.
The Jason Bourne of terrible podcasts.
Yeah. Well, am I not? I think these are actually things that I had.
You just grabbed everything and just
That's
shoved it.
you know what that is? That's Jake's first ever cover.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then a copy of Horror Hound magazine that's unrelated.
Did that just come off your kitchen table?
It came. I think we were in there. Not Kirster's Radio. We should be. So, I mean, that's cool, man. When I mean, you know how much.
I fucking can.
You know how much it costs to ship this from the UK?
$400,000.
Yeah, and they have a strike going on over there right now. Apparently, shit is just not moving from the UK. You can't even mail something, or at least they were.
So now we really can't use the coupon.
You could never use the coupon before. So yeah, we got goodies, and look, and now you can see what we're talking about. The question is, they're not going to be able to watch us looking at our notes.
They will.
My notes are on there, and you're
you're
in the chat.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
So do you remember anything? Oh, so I wanted to point out a couple things on the video I posted. The little teaser for our great return.
You weren't wearing your wiener.
No.
I thought it was a great teaser, though.
No, there are three very obvious hidden little messages in that little video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't notice them, did you?
No, well, the one was, maybe one of the messages was that you're replacing me with another co-host because you were waiting for somebody as if you expected them to arrive on time.
I was waiting for you. that was that guy.
If it was me, you would have been going like, well, it's only an hour and a half late.
So the first prog I'm reading in the video, is the prog where our letter to the editor was published.
Oh shit!
And the prog that Chelsea gave us the last time she was in. The second prog I pull up is The Dead Man, which is the precursor to Necropolis.
Okay.
And the music, do you know what that music was?
I don't know.
For everybody listening and watching at home, that is Elevator A from the 007 GoldenEye video game soundtrack, which hit this Nintendo Switch and the Xbox One today.
Wow.
See, Johnny was threading some stuff in there.
That's some deep dive shit, man.
Yeah, I actually ended up not going to work today.
To play GoldenEye?
Well, I ended up doing that, but I had a shit week. I put my car in a ditch on Wednesday morning.
Oh, man.
Slid on black ice, smashed the front end of my car. Tried to go to work today. My brake light came on and wouldn't go off.
Oh, geez.
So I'm not going to try to go a half hour north with no brakes.
No.
So I just said, fuck it, I'm staying home today. And I played GoldenEye all day.
Wow. Well, that sounds cool, man.
Yeah,
Took you right back to your.
It was cool in a bubble of fucking terrible.
Does GoldenEye? Did they change the controls, or is it exactly?
Well, on the Xbox One, it plays like a modern FPS, so it plays and looks like I remembered it did back in 1997, but it never did.
Right. Yeah.
It looks the same on the Nintendo Switch, but it plays like a tank without treads.
Okay.
They didn't update the controls, so I'm glad. I ended up getting both because I had already subscribed to both services on each console. So,
wow,
nerd stuff.
So I don't know, since we haven't had we haven't done our podcast in a while. We should also mention that they released the Judge Dredd soundtrack on vinyl.
Yes.
See that?
Yeah, Mondo. Yeah. We clipped the 10-year anniversary of me sitting in a theater with my friend, and that's it.
Yeah, same here. I remember sitting there going, oh, that looks cool. No one's going to want to see this because Avengers is a thing.
Yeah, but it's still a great movie.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely great. Did you pre-order or order the LP?
I did not.
Did not either, man.
I've got it on my phone, As much as I love that movie, it's not one that I'm going to sit down and have to flip sides on a record on when I can just stream it to my Bluetooth speaker. And
Yeah. My problem is I know what I would do. I'd want to hang it because the artwork's incredible.
oh yeah, it's Jock.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm like you. I'm not going to listen to it. I never listen to the Dread soundtrack.
Oh, when I'm reading the prog every week, well, that's what I put on my headphones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. What better to get you into the mood than the Dread soundtrack? Not the Judge Dread soundtrack.
Right. No, actually, which has some good stuff on it.
Well, the score, yes, the Silvestri score, but then it has The Cure doing a song about Dread, which is awful,
No, that's
and they
true.
were just on there because they're British.
My Dread watching is usually some sort of thrash metal, like Violator, or I mean, Anthrax is
Obviously.
obvious, but yeah, usually if I'm reading
This is fucking
reading products,
ridiculous.
I'm doing, yeah, I can't see anything. So anyway, we had to make a decision when we got back together. I am way behind. That's the problem. I'm sure you've been probably reading every week. So,
I have.
Okay. This is the first time though since we started doing this podcast that I missed all this time. And so I was doing a lot of catch up, and we decided let's just do Proteus Vex because that's the thing we're most excited for. And it's the thing that we've kind of been following along and became our favorite modern.
Now, there are some stories that ended in the interim that I would like to go back because you missed the end of Burrito Must Die.
Yeah, I would like to go back and recap everything we did somehow. And I guess we'll have to make a plan for that.
And Chimsky.
Yeah.
We got an origin story for Mr. Grovaz in there that you missed.
Did we really?
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And the Out is back. Out's been back since Christmas.
Yeah.
It's getting real weird. Yeah, so those are the ones I really want to go back and fix.
So as I was reading the Vex stuff, and I was like catching up on everything, including the Christmas issue and all that stuff, what ended up happening for me was I was getting little chunks of like, because I'm flipping pages, I'm like, there's a Joe Pineapples.
He's back.
I'm like, there's all kinds of cool shit happening, and all I could think was like, how come I'm not absent when they bring back Survival?
Oh, well, I got good news for you. Now that you're back, the order's coming back. Did you read all the Droid Life?
Did I read the Droid? The fuck no, I didn't read. I don't read Droid Life when I'm reading. No, sometimes I do to keep you on your toes.
No, you don't. You say you do, but
you know, I wish we could get a field correspondent to cover Droid Life for us every week.
Chelsea, you're up.
Chelsea's going to do her Droid Life, man on the street, a person on the street every week, and she's gonna be our correspondent.
I'm down with that.
Now that we're doing video, man, we can have all kinds of cool guests on here,
And we can never run for political office.
Why there was a Senator Wiener here in the States. Do you
There,
remember what happened to Senator
oh,
Wiener?
I did, but look, our wieners are already out.
Man, his literal name was Anthony Weiner. Is that his name?
I think so.
He was Senator Wiener. Believe it or not, Senator Wiener got busted for, I believe,
His wiener.
reaching under wasn't this the guy that was reaching under the toilet stall trying to grab somebody's leg or something? Anyway, Wiener got in trouble.
You got to be real specific about that when you're talking about Republican senators.
Have I talked about my Wiener
Too much
mantra on here that I told my friend once?
No.
I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody since we're talking about wieners today. So I had a good friend. I won't name her. Good friend of mine, like a sister to me, right?
Mhm.
But she was going on a date one time. I like to think of myself as incredibly wise, sage. So I give people advice.
It's fun to pretend.
So she goes, going on a date. And I was like, cool. Where are you going? She's like, oh, I'm going to, stay in the night with this guy that I'm dating. And I said, yeah, it's first date. She said, oh, we're not going to do anything. I said, are you sure? She said, no, I'm going to sleep there. We're not going to do anything. He's a Christian. No offense against Christians. But what I told her, I said, listen, Christian, non-Christian, Satanist, atheist, doesn't matter. The ween always wins.
This coming from a guy who dumped a burrito on his crotch and yelled at his crotch
It's
by
happening.
himself in a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
And yes, Paul, I'm looking at the chat. So I see it.
And so she says, no. She said, we already discussed it. We're not going to have sex. And I said, listen to me. The ween always wins. And she said, no. I said, okay, talk to you tomorrow. She came into work the next day, walked in the door, and I said, how'd your date go? She just looked at me and she said, the ween always wins.
Welcome back to Cursed Earth Radio.
So should we got comments in the chat? I can't imagine what they would be talking about.
Richie Flannery is in.
Hey, what's up, man?
This is the first time you and I have been in the same physical space.
Yeah.
Oh man, now we're touching. Is this docking? We're touching.
Oh shit! Wait, he was going to reciprocate. There we go. All right.
It has been a long time coming.
No, I think we should go to Target after this.
I mean, we can.
Like this.
Like we did that once.
I think we should start doing it after every podcast.
I think this is the Halloween show gossip for this year.
Yeah. So what's going on in the chat? Do we need to respond to them or should we get into the goods?
Doug Morris is in there. Doug just showed up.
Man, I appreciate that all the people that used to come around are still here for us now that we're back. And that's pretty exciting.
I'm still disappointed in Mac Anorak for not taking over and fixing this shit.
I know, man. Quality control, man.
Hey, Jake and I tried to play a video game last Sunday.
Oh, how was that?
We could not hook up because he had a version that was higher than mine.
Uh-huh.
So I went back and bought it.
Well, hello, Mr. Fucking Fancy Pants.
The whole $7.
Oh my God.
But you should get in there.
I want to so bad.
Jake's got such high expectations, and I'm like, you've never played this.
I really, really wanna get in there for sure. Yeah. And not because I gave a shit about the game, but I want to hang out with you guys. So
I tried to tell him we need to drag him into Hunt because I know it's been a hot minute.
Yeah. Oh, my real thing though, and yes, I think you should play Hunt.
I like how you cleared your throat and adjusted your wiener.
Right. But I'm like, we need to be playing Space Hulk Deathwing.
We'll get there.
It's British as fuck. Jake, don't know if you knew this, also British as fuck.
I had heard.
And I just assumed that's what we're gonna do. Now I'm down to play anything, but I'm like, that would be fun because he's never seen me run lightning claws.
Yeah, my esteemed co-host here likes to run close range weapons against ranged weapons. It's fantastic to watch.
It is, yeah.
Well, that's your. I guess the Hunt would be my screw up where you always have to revive me because in Deathwing I was scraping you off the floor.
Well, I've played Hunt recently. We have a friend, shout out Tears and Davis, who is like a god-is at Hunt and can kill everybody. So when I play with her,
it's like you playing with me.
Yeah, she's playing EMT Simulator. Man, I hope people didn't want us to get right into the prog. We're just catching up. We haven't seen
I meing, you've all seen Cursed Earth Radio. This is nothing fucking new.
Yeah. But we do have some Vex to talk.
Yes, so Proteus Vex is back. It is looking a lot like Vexness because here we are. We're a couple fucking weeks late. But thoughts, feelings on the new chapter?
I think that this chapter is already more action-packed than the other chapters of Vex. I absolutely love my favorite part when I started reading was they kind of catch us up on that Midnight Escape. She's flying around in a little ship that she stole, and she's teleporting, or she's flying into battles and then flying out and getting people killed behind her. But they say she's been fighting against the Imperium Ascendant, right?
But no, she's fighting against the Scorchers.
Or the Scorchers. She's fighting a war, but has yet to do actually any damage. So
she's been I think she's been in 14 engagements and shot nobody. And Richie is shouting about Necromunda, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Paul says we haven't mentioned wrestling yet. Just wait, it's coming.
Oh yeah.
We're going to talk about wrestling, of course, when we're here. So you've read all the chapters available right now?
I've read all the chapters available. There's a tit in one, so I want to talk about that. There is, it's just, I'll tell you what, it's getting sexier by the minute.
There's so many butts.
There's so much ass.
Jim Boswell and Jake Lynch. It's always butts with those two.
Proteus Vex.
They're doing the Lord's work and Sir Mix-a-Lot's work.
I know. What's the new agent's name? The dreamsicle colored.
Yeah. You're not talking about in the day, are you?
Yeah. So she's got ass. Remember, Coandrum had ass.
Yeah. We may or may not be encouraging the evolution of ass in Proteus Vex.
Coandrum had ass, right? The day has ass, and The Scorchers also
Celeste.
have ass. Celeste is a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, I don't know its pronouns, so we're just gonna call it for now.
I think it's a dude. But Celeste also sounds like a lady, but it's with a T.
Yes.
They, them are a dick.
Well, we've kind of, with this last chapter, we've kind of come full circle all the way back to Another Dawn, where we find out that the Scorchers made the Obdurate. That was a big revelation for me. It's like, oh shit, everything's. And I got a little sad because I was like, oh God, are we wrapping up now? Are we tying up loose ends?
My guess is that it's the trilogy, right?
Well, we're in a quadrilogy now.
But it's the Michael, Jake, Jim trilogy.
But I don't want Vex to go away. I'm so invested in Vex.
Vex can never go away. Right?
I hope not.
I can't imagine. I feel like it's moved forward to like the forefront of like the good shit in 2008. Tell me something that's more unique. Tell me something that has better art, better story art. I'm so glad though that we're getting more Midnight doing Midnight stuff. Midnight's adorable. Midnight is everybody's bratty little sister, but it feels like she's grown up just a little bit.
She will end up ruling High Regalis and redefining Ciceronian culture by the end of this. I almost guarantee it.
What I think is amazing about what Proteus Vex is doing is that it continues to reference like how historically Vex has been portrayed and the events and how they've been speculated upon. There's even Vex like fictional adventures that were written as fictional adventures years later, telling us, and what it just keeps telling us is like, this may have been an event, right? This may have been a thing, but they can always bring Vex back and say, he's so legendary that there could be many, many adventures. Maybe this is something where he just keeps showing up and he's legendary because he's always there. There's all this speculation. They say that the Farrago is many ships, but it turns out that it's actually, and I like this, that we got an explanation of, it was originally two, like a shell of a ship and then some parts of another ship that should not work together.
It was an Ednite ship and a Scorcher warp drive.
Yeah.
That shouldn't function.
And the Farrago was it something, the word Farrago didn't it mean like a confusing mess or something like that. So
it was like a sleeper, like a car, like a Chevy Impala beige sedan.
Yeah.
It's got an 800 horsepower engine under the hood.
Yeah. Or it's like my van. It looks like a cargo van, but inside
it's just free candy.
It just has junk. No, it has junk.
There are copious amounts of Monster Energy cans and just farts just hanging.
Yeah,
just farts hanging.
I know. I blame other people. And I did haul this wiener in it though on the way tonight. So
I'm gonna make you a sticker for the fact that says Holland Wiener.
Listen, we're going to Target after this.
Like this?
Yeah.
I don't think we can do that off season. Like September, October, they accept it. They'll ask us to leave now.
No.
Yeah.
I think we should try it. Who thinks we should try it?
I can't see as it is, and I've already wrecked one car this week.
In the chat, if you want us to go to Target and shop for toys dressed as wieners,
I'll go to Target. Don't put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat, and then next week we'll tell you if Cool Johnny Cool
our adventure getting kicked out of Target.
If they try to get us, we'll just do this.
Now you look like one of the alien races from Another Dawn.
Yeah,
the sausage-headed guys.
So, for me, I have a couple questions.
Okay.
Did Proteus Vex? I'm just saying. Look, I'm not preoccupied with sex.
Have you listened to this podcast?
In spite of what you say, but it totally looked to me like Vex and Naday had just got done having sex in that one panel where you see
I think they may have been changing uniforms.
You see her spiral nipple, and he's standing behind. They're a little too close to have just been changing. You ever get, if we're putting on our wieners, I'm not standing behind you.
That's not true. That just happened.
I'm just saying, I know that's not what they're trying to imply.
They were getting paddle ready. It's always sex with you in pubes.
Bro. Somebody go in there and look at this frame.
I can't.
It looks
Oh,
like
wait,
they
I
just got done having sex. And I don't know, man. There's definitely space where they could have been a little farther apart. It looks like a post-bang shot.
What would Freud say about this?
He'd say they probably did it.
I'm looking for it.
You're in the wrong one.
Am I?
You're looking at the Scorchers. That's the least sexy race in Proteus Vex. You know, I like how the Scorchers like. Oh, and by the way, can we? Yeah, man. Can we call out that cover? Now, this dude did another cover, right?
That was cover art by. It doesn't. Neil Roberts. Yeah.
Didn't Neil Roberts do the other one that was very, very similar? And
I believe from was it Arc 3?
Yeah, where he makes it look like rubber. Big fan of that. Dude.
Oh yeah, you put up your proposed.
Yeah, looks
cover.
very fetishistic. All right, okay. Show the chat.
This is why 2000 AD will never have us on their website.
What? Because because they clearly show. Okay, because they clearly show that Proteus Vex and the day banged it out. Look, they could be standing over here, 1 and 2, but instead he's right behind her. I'm just telling you, right? And they had sex in front of this little man.
Look, I've seen you in 3D get dressed like that before shows before.
I'm just saying, one or two things is happening.
He put on a spiffy new uniform.
Oh yeah, because the other one was covered in Proteus jizz.
I fucking quit. I fucking quit. This is the first and last episode of season 2.
One or two things is happening. Either I'm preoccupied with sex.
Yeah.
Or Jake Lynch is preoccupied with sex. And I'm saying it's not me this time.
So are we going to have to get Jake on the show?
Yeah. See, ever since we had those guys on, I love those guys. But they acted like it was weird that I noticed.
Yeah, just your wiener before you talk serious.
That I noticed that a judge's pubes were shaved into or tattooed.
Hold my leg.
Or tattooed.
You're making the first move.
As the Justice Department Eagle. And they're like, only a weirdo would notice that. I'm like, bro.
I love Jake and Jim, but every time they associate with us, they're doing damage to their own reputation.
I love them too, but they're both preoccupied with sex. And we have to get on here every week and expose it.
I'm sorry you waited 3 months for this.
I think we should give Proteus Vex the best erotic new fiction.
Well, did you see that image you put together? You did a pretty good job.
Yeah. I think that I don't know what I was going to say.
That's great. This is our first podcast.
So, what are your thoughts on this story? This Proteus Vex.
Sans banging.
Yes, thank you.
I had that. Holy shit, we're coming full circle. That's not a pun. We're right back to where we started with the obdurate. So I'm a little nervous that this will be the last chapter of Vex for a while. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. And the Scorchers are just blatant dicks. They're just dicks.
They sit around in their little lava pools. Essentially, he's a big fat Julius Caesar
with his
ivy leaves. Yeah. When it comes to Proteus Vex, though, I think we're good because here's the thing: if they kill Vex off, right? There's clearly prequel material here because the Legend of Vex talks so much about there were many times where Vex, did what he had to do to infiltrate different organizations. Vex is this legendary idea at this point. You know what I mean?
He's like the ultimate warrior.
Yeah. And he's honestly, I'm sure this wasn't what Michael Carroll was thinking.
Probably not.
But he's like Mad Max. Like there's just tales of the lone man that are retold, and in the Mad Max films, it's always Mad Max, but you always get the sense that it's like he's more like just sort of a symbol.
And George Miller's timeline is all fucky.
Yeah.
It's a mess by the time you get to Thunderdome.
You know why it's not though? I'll tell you what, because it's always being retold by somebody. And so it's like everybody, history is sort of it's not always consistent when it's passed down orally from person to person.
True.
So, and that's the thing with Vex. So we can have lots of different stories. Oh, dude, what if we get a retelling of this exact arc from a different perspective?
Like the Imperium Ascendant perspective, as
Yeah.
they were trying to hunt the nefarious Vex, who was trying to bring down the Empire.
Oh my God.
Or the Scorchers just being a dick about stuff.
Oh my God. I can't even. Yeah, that would be awesome, man.
I can't with this wiener.
I'm kind of sad that I didn't get to read this as it went, but I'm glad that I didn't.
Well, you're caught up. You're,
Yeah.
what, 4 or 5 chapters in now.
I'm 5 chapters in, including the Christmas special. And yeah, man, I'm glad to have Vex back. I just don't think we can go back from Vex. I don't think we can not have Vex. And I feel like 2000 AD gets that. I feel like 2000 AD realizes like, hey man, we got something cool in our hands.
I hope so. I hope Hyatt Toys gives us a Vex and a Midnight and a day with detachable shape-changing booty.
Yes. But yeah, man, you know what? Our viewers have never gotten to see my.
Don't pull that out.
I don't think
That's not
it's
relevant.
impossible to see. No, you can't see it. Well, one day I'll show her.
That's what gets us canceled.
What? My tattoo. I have a Jake Lynch drew me up a.
He did. Oh, I forgot you had the Virago on the other side of your arm.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
too hard. No.
Yeah.
There she goes.
There you got to dislocate that arm.
There's Midnight. I know, and it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get a Proteus Vex right here, by the way. That's
No, man, you're all in.
I know. Yeah.
I think for the Halloween show, instead of this being the costume, I want to see you in skin tight red and white spandex.
We're close to that.
Well, there was that one show where your pants ripped and I was up front and I saw way too much.
You already seen my wiener.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
no getting out of it.
No.
So you've thumbed through the Christmas Frog, right?
Yeah, I didn't read anything.
All right, so you didn't see Judge Dredd versus Satan.
No.
Oh, it's fucking ridiculous.
No, I missed that. My Christmas was dead, but also super busy. Did nothing on Christmas, but I was busy leading off to my wife graduated with her doctorate after 10 years. And so I was planning parties and planning a graduation party.
It's like you're uncircumcised.
Her last name is my last name, right? Because she
Oscar Mayer.
thought that was a good reason. So I had to put doctor and then my last name in the yard. And then I put a little sign that said, but not me. Because I felt like people would think it was me because I'm a man. And I was 100% fighting against male privilege.
Now she's with the last time your wife and my bass player were in the same room, they got to math nerd out.
Yeah.
And it was way over my head.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
You guys want to talk about the funny books?
Yeah.
I don't.
No, we don't even speak
quantum mechanics. I'm going to go sit down.
We were like wiener.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Like she's done it.
She's done it. Yeah.
Is she going to keep on keeping on what she's doing now, or?
Yeah. And I'm working towards being a house husband.
Yeah, that's my dream.
Every man's dream. Yeah.
I would be a kept husband.
Yeah. Nobody wants to keep me though.
Nah, same.
No. But yeah, so that's what I was doing. I don't know how we got there. We don't know what to do now that we're on.
Yeah, this is real awkward.
On film, yeah.
I've done some interviews for the band, and I'm always fucking awkward.
Yeah.
It's like, don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
I'm like Ricky Bobby. If it's low, don't do that. Don't you spit down here. This is nice carpet. I get. We should talk about wrestling.
Really?
I don't know.
Why does somebody want?
Oh, it feels like home. I guess when we chat about wrestling.
I'll tell you about can I tell you about my wrestling experience?
Yeah.
We used to watch AEW and chat about it, right? I used to go up to my dad's house. He lives next door. He's 81. He stopped wearing clothes a long time ago. Just doesn't need it. Doesn't give a fuck.
I want that. That's true big dick energy.
Yeah. Well, he's been fighting with the cable company, right?
Uh-huh.
So he's been upset. Told me that he canceled his service. Been fighting with him. So for a month and a half, I've been like, well, I can't watch fucking wrestling because my dad canceled cable service. Turns out, this is the craziest thing ever. He said, I was arguing with that guy. I wouldn't send him their payment. I said, why, Dad? Just send them the payment. He said, I don't know it. Whatever. He said, they shut the cable off, right? So I go up. It turns out, this is incredible. The person he's been arguing with and refusing to send payment was literally a scammer. He didn't know it. He just didn't think he owed it, so wasn't paying it. His cable was never turned off. He didn't know how to turn it on.
So
he didn't know how to turn it on.
The TV?
So I went
Cable box.
the cable box. He was turning the TV on and no cable was happening. So somehow a scammer called him. And said, you owe your cable bill, but you got to send it in a check. Well, he starts yelling at them going, will you turn my service off? And they said, yes, well, we'll turn it back on. Just send the check because they're a scammer.
Uh-huh.
He gets into a war and refuses to do it. So the fact that he couldn't turn his cable box on saved him from sending a check to avoid getting it turned off. It was an amazing turn of events. Long story short, I can watch wrestling now, but I just found that out like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, AEW is really bad. WWE was getting better because Vince McMahon retired, but now he's fucking back, and I'm just waiting for it to crater.
Yeah, I think wrestling. I enjoy watching wrestling with people. I think by myself or with my parents. We don't like wrestling that much.
Well, your mom hated Cody Rhodes.
She did. Yeah. Yeah. Socially, I like watching wrestling, but I don't think by myself I enjoy it.
Well, we always have the AWF.
This is true. Yeah. Yeah. So wrestling for me hasn't been much. You? Yeah.
I'm here and there. I've been going to Ollie's and buying shitty comic books.
Yeah.
They've got those $5 grab bags.
I know. I took a photo actually. I saw the shittiest looking comic of all time, and I was like, that's definitely a cool Johnny Cool thing. It was like some weird 90s shitty thing, and I was like, he would love that. Then I forgot to send it to you.
I got Jim Lee's issue 1 of X-Men in one of those bags. I got some really cool shit.
Yeah.
Some really awful shit, but some really cool shit.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to Ollie's and buy comic books instead of a local comic book shop.
Yeah.
They still ask about you then when you're going to pay your bill.
Oh, yeah, they closed down, didn't they?
Well, he works for the other place now.
No, he got fired.
Oh, he did? That's awesome.
What was happening, folks? They weren't getting my progs. Then they got my progs, and then his girlfriend. I'm not gonna say anything else. Put him out on.
You've done this rant before and used more colorful language.
But I'm on video now. His girlfriend put him out and was selling them, so I missed some. So I quit going. Anyway, digital's got me now, and our bros from the UK. Now, one more thing.
Yes.
Jake Lynch.
Yes.
Also sent us a package.
Yes.
And we'll open that next week.
You forgot, didn't you?
No, I just thought we'd space it out.
Oh, it's already been a fucking year.
It has been a year, but I mean, we didn't want to overwhelm the audience.
Bring midnight next time. Okay. But it's good to be back. We hope you've kept your expectations low for this fuckery. My co-host is getting lost in his wiener. Oh my God, we're not doing this every time, are we?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
I'm not coming on without the ween. You know why?
Why?
You know why I say it.
Are we ending? Are we done?
No, because the ween always wins.
Oh, the ween always wins. I'm so sorry. Oh man, I'm sorry you all waited for this. We need to go back up to Ives and buy the remainder of those progs that are gone.
Can we wear the wiener costumes?
You got this?
If we go to Target tonight, we're wearing the wiener costumes. We're going to take a picture and post it on the Cursed Earth Radio
You're
page.
wearing the costume.
And if we don't, you'll know that it was because Cool Johnny Cool didn't want to wiener out with me.
We are not.
Target people will be like, those guys come in here every week in wiener costumes. Can you imagine, sir, you have to leave. Why? Because you're wearing a wiener costume. My face isn't covered. Okay, you're right. Enjoy your day.
This is a mistake. This was a mistake.
And here's one thing.
Okay.
Because our viewers are a lot of them from the UK. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but here's how it works where we're from. If somebody says, sir, you can't do that, you go, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. And they leave you the fuck alone.
I don't think that's how that works. It's fucking ridiculous.
We're going to try it.
It's fucking ridiculous. Oh, welcome back to Cursed Earth Radio. I guess we'll be back next week. I guess. Hopefully broadcasting sometime in March, earlier in the day, like around noon our time, so we can get more of our UK friends content earlier and they can choose to not interact with us earlier in the day.
I mean, for God's sakes, now that you have a full visual component, how could our viewership not just spike?
You can spike down too, not just spike up. Jesus fuck.
How do we end this thing?
We need a chair and some rope.
Well, there you go.
I don't have
Now we've been demonetized on YouTube. All right, here we go. Here's how we're gonna do it. You wanna take us out?
Yeah, I just told you I need a chair and some rope.
That's not how we're ending every one of these.
We can do that twice, one at a time.
You go first. Oh, I promise after